Atheists and others who adhere to materialist philosophies have put out the idea that religion is purely based on faith and that there is no empirical evidence to support any of its claims. The truth of the matter is that even though they are correct in their assumptions that a large aspect of religion is based on faith, where they are incorrect is their assertions that there is no empirical data backing up religious claims or beliefs. When you analyze reality from an objective level, with little to no bias, you will clearly see that there are strong indications that there is some form of intelligence or intelligences behind existence. For example, when you look at nature and see that there are animals and creatures that have certain evolutionary characteristics or traits that allow them to survive in very specific environments, or the various repetitions of geometrical patterns in nature, or even when you look at the human physical body and how every aspect of the body has a very specific function and then goes on to work and communicate with other parts of the body to create a cohesive unit. In other words, for whatever reason, our physical reality seems to behave in an intelligent manner, almost like if it has been programmed or designed to do so. Which leads to the question as to how is it possible that something so vast, complex, and intricate as the universe, with its trillions of galaxies and each galaxy containing trillions of stars and planetary systems, can all come from absolutely nothing? The answer to that is that it can't. It is impossible. Something cannot come from nothing. There had to be something there. We can theorize and debate as to what exactly it is, but at the end of the day, when you look at all of the theories that have been formulated throughout history, the most ancient and prevalent of all is the creator theory, which is based on the concept that there is some form of an intelligent creator or creators that either directly or indirectly created and brought the universe and all of creation into being. And because ancient man believed and theorized that there was a connection between intelligence and reality, this created the catalyst for humans to experiment with human consciousness in search of finding answers about the true nature of our reality. And this is where we get to the crux of the matter. What atheists and materialists fail to realize is that a very large percentage of so-called religious or spiritual beliefs is actually based on humans experimenting with altered states of consciousness. These altered states of consciousness were either self-induced through meditative or trance-like techniques, or externally induced through the use of hallucinogens and psychedelics. And based on these experimentations and the various experiences under these altered states of mind, man was able to gain certain understandings in regards to the nature of our reality and human existence. And some humans were able to go as far as to prove the existence of what many call God under these circumstances. One of the biggest issues is that there are many atheists and materialists who want to convince people to believe that we should all disregard thousands of years' worth of human experimental and empirical data on human consciousness, just because it doesn't fit with their particular view of what they think reality is and how it came to be. One thing to note here is that there was a widespread belief within ancient mysticism that the rational mind was limited in its capabilities in fully understanding the nature of reality. And according to ancient teachings, there is another major component to consciousness other than the rational or conscious mind that is integral for this understanding, and that component is known as the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is not only considered the main storage unit of consciousness, but it is also the part of the mind where our emotional faculties originates from, and it is also the part of our consciousness that is directly connected to the metaphysical aspect of reality. So our subconscious mind not only serves as the gateway into the metaphysical or spiritual realm, but also, according to many mystics, our subconscious is also the gateway that leads directly to God. This is why the ancient mystics believed that it is in the emotional or feminine aspect of reality where the secrets of creation lie. That one has to go beyond the conscious mind into the deeper recesses of the mind within the subconscious in order to come into contact with certain truths of reality that is normally hidden from us. And also when you consider the fact that even though man is imbued with a high level of intelligence, humans are more driven by their emotions than they are by reason. And when you observe humanity's relationship with other lower forms of intelligences, it is through the power of emotion that ultimately allows humans to not only communicate, but most importantly, establish a connection or a bond with these lower life forms. So in other words, the mind's emotional capabilities is able to interact with reality in ways the reason cannot. And it is the emotional or subconscious aspect of consciousness that mystics say binds and connects all life and levels of reality together. So in conclusion, the spiritual information underpinning religions is largely based on real data gathered by humans experimenting with the human mind. The issues with religion come from the fact that a lot of this information became distorted when the faith aspect of religion became intertwined with politics. But even with that being the case, a lot of this information is still very valuable and is not to be discarded just because it doesn't fit with certain scientific worldviews. Science and religion are not meant to have an antagonistic relationship. They are both very important when it comes to understanding reality, and hopefully one day humanity will come to see it as such.